Rise Up Voices from the Front Lines, your window into relationship, identity, safety, emotional awareness, regulation and intelligence, unleashed potential, passion and purpose.
Welcome back to Rise Up Voices from the Front Lines, Rise Up Phoenix Woman edition. I'm Krista Fee, and today we're going to get very real about something most survivors know all too well. That awful feeling of never feeling safe, even when you are. For years, I lived in what I call false peace. I'd be sitting in a quiet room, door locked, maybe even with people who loved me nearby. And still, my heart would race like danger was seconds away. If somebody walked behind me too fast, if a door slammed, if the wrong tone of voice cut the air, my body reacted as if the threat was right here, right now. And if you've ever wondered, why can't I just relax? I promise you, you are not broken. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it was trained to do. Keep you alive at all costs. Let's talk about the science of survival. I want to geek out a little bit because understanding the science actually makes this a lot less scary. The nervous system has two main branches. The sympathetic branch is your fight or flight, adrenaline surges, your heart races, your muscles tense, and you're ready to run or throw down. And then there's the dorsal vagal pathway, which is part of the parasympathetic system. This is your freeze or shutdown mode. When escape feels impossible, the body says conserve energy, go numb, and disappear. Now here's where it gets super interesting. Enter polyvagal theory developed by Dr. Stephen Porges. He showed us that safety isn't a thought, it's a physiological state. Your body either believes you're safe or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, no amount of positive thinking or just calm down is going to flip that switch. For survivors of trafficking, abuse, or long-term trauma, the nervous system has been marinated in danger for years. It's like a smoke alarm with a dying battery that chirps even when there's no fire, or like having your hand on a light switch that only toggles between hypervigilant or shut down. The middle ground, calm connection, feels almost impossible. That's just an unfortunate truth about our biology. I remember one night after I escaped domestic violence, I was technically safe. I had a roof, I had food, I had no one actively threatening me. And yet, when I tried to sleep, my body was buzzing like electricity. Every creak in the house made me jump. Every car door outside sent me into full alert. I didn't have language for it back then. I just thought, what's wrong with me? Why can't I calm down? Other people can watch TV and relax. Why can't I? The answer was simple, but it took me years to understand. My nervous system never got the memo that the war was over. So here's the best part. The brain is plastic. Neuroplasticity means that the nervous system can rewire itself. The body can learn new safety codes. Think of it like this. When trauma happens, your body writes emergency instructions in bold, all caps. Danger is everywhere. Trust no one. Never let your guard down. But healing doesn't erase those instructions. It just adds new ones. It whispers. Sometimes it's safe. Sometimes people can be trusted. Sometimes you get to rest. And with repetition, eventually those whispers grow stronger than the screams. Think of it like forging a new path through uncharted wilderness. You have to walk that path again and again, clearing brush and weeds to make it clearer and easier to travel over time. So here's a few tools that work. Let's talk about actual practices. I know survivors don't need vague advice like just breathe. So here are a few real evidence-backed ways to start retraining your nervous system. Orienting. Slowly scan the room with your eyes. Notice everything. Doors, windows, colors, textures. Let your body register that there are no threats here. This taps into your vagus nerve and re-anchors you in the present. And allow your eyes, when you scan, to move all the way left and right. This is an important part of it. Grounding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you taste. This engages multiple brain regions at once and pulls you out of a flashback state. Breathing with an exhale bias. This is one of my favorites. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6. That longer exhale signals your nervous system that the danger has passed. And safe touch. Weighted blankets, self-holding, or stroking a pet. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, literally calms the amygdala, the part of your brain that's always on high alert. And no, doing these once here and there won't fix it. But practice creates pathways. Pathways create patterns, and patterns create safety. Sometimes I joke that my trauma turned me into a world-class bodyguard, except the person I was guarding against literally became myself. That dark humor is part of how survivors cope, and honestly, it's brilliant, because even in humor, you're regulating, you're shifting states. So if you find yourself laughing at things other people don't understand, that's normal. It's your survival wisdom in action. Here's what I want you to take away today. Your body is not betraying you. It's protecting you. And if your nervous system still feels like it's at war, it's because it loved you enough to keep you alive when you were in real danger. But you don't have to stay there. You can teach it a new rhythm. You can rise into a state where safety feels not just logical, but embodied. At RISEUP Phoenix Woman, we don't sell fantasies. We walk the survivor's path together with tools, science, and soul. We rise from victim through survivor into being the hero of our own stories. So if this resonates with you, I invite you to stay connected. Keep watching our podcasts, join the community, try the tools, and most of all, keep reminding your body right now I'm safe. I am Krista Fee, and you're listening to Rise Up Voices from the Frontlines. Until I see you again, rise gently, rise bravely, and rise together.
Become a Rise Up Hero sponsor to provide mental wellness and crisis response resources for those who serve country and community. Join us in the Rise Up movement.